Anyone hear me? Oh, sorry, I think it doesn't work. Wait, I need to turn it on. Sorry for technical difficulties. Well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone for playing and opening this video. As you can see, I feel a little bit nervous. I don't usually present that much. Well, I hope you're doing very well today, and you are looking forward for this presentation. And let me start. So hello again, and my name is Matt, and bam! I was my audience. The first impression really matters. The important thing here is to grab the audience attention within the first 20 to 30 seconds of your speech and connect with them. In the introduction, you need to gain the audience interest in your topic by conveying a key message along with a reason why they should actually care about it at all and why they should listen to you as a speaker. So that's why it's very important to have a powerful introduction. And in this video, we cover a couple of tips what you can do in your introduction speech to really grab the attention, and also things to avoid. So now let's see how we can grab the audience attention. Number 1, start with the silence. Walk on a place and stand where you would like to stand, and stand still. Have a quick look around. I usually recommend around 4 to 5 seconds, so count to 5. Make sure that everyone in the room knows that you are here on the stage and you are going to speak and they're paying attention, and then open. This is much more powerful comparing when you just start speaking but you're not even there and people are still on their phone or talking. So make sure to start with the silence. Number 2, once you open, the good way how to grab immediately attention is by shocking your audience. Yes, you heard it right. You can do this by introducing a shocking fact or funny, unusual video, or using a prompt or even shocking act or demonstration. For example, 2015 champion in a public speaking competition opened his speech by taking out a cigarette and lighting it in front of the audience.
What?
It's shocking. Who does that? I recommend to watch the whole speech so you can see how this actually had impact and how I use it. You can check the link in the description of this video. Another way, what you can do is to ask your audience to think or imagine along with you, to drag them in some sort of vision that you have. So for example, imagine right now you're on a beach, sunbathing. Or for example, imagine you are standing in front of 100 people and you're about to deliver your speech and you feel powerful and confident. This will make your audience to use their imagination so they connect and engage immediately, but also they evoke emotions. And this is a great way how to ensure that people are involved and prepared to receive your speech. Number 4, what you can do is share a quote. This is a great way how to grab attention as well. However, make sure that the quote is relevant and really adds value to your presentation. Otherwise, you might end up sounding like using too much of cliché. Number 5, you can also tell an anecdote or a story or joke to highlight why your topic is important. For example, if I will be talking about 3 ways how to overcome the fear of public speaking, it might be useful to start my speech with a short personal story about my public speaking journey and how I managed to overcome this fear. People will always remember stories more than facts. If the stories are personal, they are even more significant and will make your entire speech much more powerful. As your audience really want to know the human side of you and want to empathize with you as well. Finally, asking questions, really powerful tool to use actually throughout your whole presentation. This will make your audience immediately involved and think alongside of you about the topic that you are discussing. The questions can be either direct or rhetorical. So direct questions require an answer from audience. Thus, this can take a little bit more time, but you can make it also much more quicker. For example, if I will ask, how many of you like public speaking? I can just simply ask you to do it by raise of the hand. Good tip here is raise your hand as a speaker first. So how many of you like public speaking? And I'm indicating with my hand that I want you to raise my hand. And the second type is rhetorical questions. This will make your audience think about the answer without them actually saying it out loud, which is very time efficient and makes for a great speaking tool for engagement as well. For example, by asking question, how many liters of water do you think are consumed daily by all students in Rotterdam? When you finally give them the correct answer, it might actually coincide with the one answer that they were thinking in their head. Or it might just come across as very surprising fact that, oh, I was thinking only 5 liters, but it's actually 15,000. However, when you choose this approach, make sure that you don't go too much into the statistics or use too much complicated data, as this might also make your audience a bit lose attention if you go too complex too fast. These were some of the ways how you can foster engagement and involve your audience in your speech from the introduction. However, there are also some aspects which you need to avoid in your introduction that are the common mistakes. I already demonstrated some of you in the introduction of this video, but let's see what other mistakes or what mistakes I actually did as well. Well, the first, when you're speaking on the event, especially the one that has moderator, or when your audience already knows you, there's no need to introduce yourself or thank everyone for coming, because the event is ongoing. So this is something that has been probably done in an introduction or where the moderator already introduced you. So this will just take extra from your valuable time of delivering the speech. Similarly, I would advise to just start directly with your attention grabber, not greet everyone either. So same goes for testing the microphone or apologizing for technical difficulties. You should make sure that everything works before your presentation. Usually you might have an option to come there a bit earlier to test it yourself. So that is a good practice. In case you have really some technical difficulties on the spot, which is unavoidable and happens from time to time as well, try not to really emphasize them and highlight it, because then you make a big deal maybe out of really small things that you can just improvise around. So best advice is try to just improvise around it while the problem being solved, or just see how we can approach it differently. So another aspect is to avoid an introduction is mentioning that you feel nervous or that you don't have that much experience with presentations. Even though you feel nervous on the inside, your audience might actually not even notice it or not notice it as much as you think. In fact, you might come across as quite confident. If your audience feels that you project or express this, it may lower your credibility. So be aware that audience not always can tell what you feel, but what you project, what you say, and how you behave. So why to mention this when you can otherwise let audience enjoy your speech? Okay, so lastly, there are some techniques that not only apply for your introduction, but you can also use for your whole presentation. And those are the ones that we mentioned, such as questions, or telling us stories, or anecdotes, or shocking experiences. So the best to get yourself familiar with these techniques is to try it out and see what works best for you. Practice is really key here. So congratulations, now you know how to start your speech and how to grab audience attention. With a powerful opening that you prepared, you can also feel more confident throughout the rest of your presentation. So make sure to come on the stage, stay silent for a second, and immediately jump into one of the attention grabbers that we discussed without any hesitation. It might feel weird, but trust me, it's gonna make your speech much more powerful.